Hello, Wrestling Universe and Thriller 23 Whale Productions, and all my subscribers and fans. Again, Brandon Pickett here, back once again. Sorry it has taken so long to get back to part 2 here with the Superverse Universe. Where we last left off, we were at NXT Takeover Chicago, and just a little recap about what's been going on since then. Alright, so in part 1 of NXT TakeOver Chicago, we saw Jordan Devlin, the Irish Ace, knock off Pete Dunne, Joe Coffey, and Walter in a fatal 4-way match here to kick us off at TakeOver to win the coveted United Kingdom Championship. And we had a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal where we saw Wolfgang become the winner and now has an opportunity at any title of his choosing, whether it be NXT or NXT UK. And then in our last match of part 1, we saw Kushida winning his first ever North American title, knocking off in a Falls Count Anywhere triple threat match against Matt Riddle and former champion Velveteen Dream. Now, in part 2, guys, this is where we left off. And so we're going to finish part 2 here this evening. It is a 6-man triple threat tornado tag match. Champions Street Profits defending against the Forgotten Sons, Steve Cutler, Wesley Blake, and Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. The NXT Women's Championship is on the line in a fatal 4-way steel cage match as champion Shayna Baszler defends against Io Shirai, Candice LeRae, and Bianca Belair. Then we head over to the UK side of things as NXT UK Women's Champion in a fatal 5-way tables. It's supposed to be elimination, but apparently the elimination part on this is not working. I have to figure out what's going on with that. But it will be for the NXT UK Women's Championship as champion Toni Storm defends against Rhea Ripley, Piper Niven or Viper, Isla Dawn, and the young Xia Brookside. Then our main event is a 6-man elimination match for the NXT Championship. Champion Adam Cole defending against The Finest, Kona Reeves, Keith Lee, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, and Dominic Dijakovic. So, let's go ahead and get part 2 started. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me once again. Again, I just want to apologize to everybody. Had a lot of personal stuff going on lately. So that's why the videos have been taking a little bit longer than expected to get done recently. I know I'm a little behind not only with WWE Superverse, which is the series you're watching now, but also WXW, Thrillzone, Divalution, and Meltdown. I do apologize. I'm getting to stuff as soon as I can. Just a lot of personal things have been going on in my life right now. I have a friend that's missing, and I'm just trying to find her. Plus, you know, my brother's been in town from the military, and just a lot of things going on. But don't worry, don't stress, guys. We're going to continue to put out as much content as we can here on Thriller 23 Whale Productions, as we are on the road to WWE 2K20. So, no need to fret, no need to worry. More stuff is definitely on the horizon, guys. So just stick with me. Alright guys, here we go. Here is the second half of NXT TakeOver Chicago. Alright, our first team, Steve Cutler, Wesley Blake, 2 of the 3 members of the Forgotten Sons. Now the Forgotten Sons, obviously, on quite a hot streak here in NXT, but tonight look to capture their first ever NXT Tag Team titles. But to do so, they're going to have to go through the current champs, the Street Profits, and Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. But in this kind of matchup, this scenario, anything goes. Tag team triple threat tornado tag match, championship on the line. Does that favor the Forgotten Sons here this evening? But I do feel right now that all the momentum is on these two men right here. Your current NXT Tag Team Champions, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits. Sporting that black solo cup, Montez Ford, and they see Angelo Dawkins stirring it up. Street Profits are here to have fun. But tonight, they must stay focused if they look to retain their NXT Tag Team titles here at NXT Takeover Chicago. Now, earlier on this evening, we had a chance to interview Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford live, and they had this to say. They said, listen, no matter if it's Birch and Lorcan, no matter if it's Cutler or Wesley Blake, we will do whatever it takes because that's what a Street Profit does. Tonight, we walk in with the titles, and tonight we know that we are the proverbial target. We've been that way since day one. We are a threat to the tag team division. Now as your champions, the threat and the target has gotten even bigger on our backs. But we assure you tonight, we will not let you down. Tonight, we will retain our titles, and the party will continue non-stop for the Street Profits. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like they are pumped and ready to go. Dawkins, Ford are here. Alright, here comes one half of the third team. Ladies and gentlemen, the British Brawler, Danny Birch. Danny Birch, also a NXT UK superstar as well as NXT. This man has traveled the globe, owning his craft, and tonight, teaming with his good friend, Oney Lorcan, look to capture their first NXT Tag Team titles. And with a non-title win over the Street Profits a couple weeks ago on NXT Live, we have a feeling that we could potentially be looking at future NXT Tag Team Champions here in Birch and Lorcan. And speaking of Oney Lorcan, here it comes. Oney Lorcan making his way down to the ring here for NXT TakeOver. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. This is part 2. If you missed anything from part 1, please, I encourage you now, or as soon as this is over, to please go back, watch part 1 of NXT TakeOver Chicago. You will not be disappointed in those first 3 amazing matches. As this triple threat tornado tag match gets underway, we see Montez Ford with a nice flying forearm there to Steve Cutler. Now Cutler and Ford trading blows. Meanwhile, Wesley Blake, his tag team partner, going toe to toe with Danny Birch. On the outside, we got Oney Lorcan and Angelo Dawkins. Look at this, Oney Lorcan. Oh, what a neckbreaker by Lorcan on Dawkins. Look at the side Russian leg sweep there by Danny Birch on Wesley Blake. Steve Cutler again with those forearms to the jaw of Montez Ford. No tags in this match. Anything goes. Tornado tag rules in this triple threat tag team matchup for the NXT tag titles. Still to come, we have a fatal 4-way steel cage match for the NXT Women's Championship. Champion Shayna Baszler defending against Io Shirai, Candice LeRae, and Bianca Belair. Can the EST stake claim to the women's title, or will it be Candice LeRae or the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai? I don't know. The momentum that Shayna Baszler is riding right now is just absolutely astonishing. She has been undefeated for quite a while here in NXT. Is tonight the night that Shayna finally gets dethroned? Alright, back to the action at hand here. Out in front of us, Oni Lorcan tossing Angelo Dawkins back into the ring. Meanwhile, the Forgotten Sons entangled with Montez Ford, who just got belly-to-belly suplex there by Wesley Blake. Now Montez Ford tossed in by Wesley. Meanwhile, Danny Burch and Steve Cutler, gets taken out by Burch with a massive clothesline. Referee gonna have eyes in the back of his head in this tag team match. Look at this, Dawkins squeezing the life out of Oni Lorcan. Meanwhile, Wesley Blake almost knocking off Montez Ford, but Angelo Dawkins there to break it up. Went for a spear, nobody home. Big, massive reversal into a DDT by Wesley Blake, planting Angelo Dawkins. Now Wesley Blake headed up top. What's going to happen here? Montez Ford to the slap. Blake in trouble. Montez Ford, big avalanche arm drag from the top rope. Sends Wesley Blake rolling to the outside, crashing to the floor. And this spells trouble now for the team of the Forgotten Sons. Oh, and there goes Montez Ford, tossed to the outside hard. Crashing burn for Montez Ford here outside in front of the announce booth here. Meanwhile, his partner Angelo Dawkins in full control right now in the center of the ring with Oni Lorcan. Nice reversal there by Lorcan. Lorcan. Oh, shoulder first into the ring post goes Dawkins. And now Oni Lorcan with the boot to the jaw off the ropes. Drive-by kick right to the jaw of Angelo Dawkins. Burch and Lorcan in full control of this matchup right now. Well, wait a minute, from behind, here comes Wesley Blake, turning his attention back to Montez Ford now. Nice takedown there by Lorcan on Ford. Meanwhile, Wesley Blake up to the top turnbuckle. Missile drop kick connects. Not only pinpoint accuracy taking out Montez Ford, but also knocking down Lorcan, who gets back to his feet from behind. German release suplex by Blake on Ford. Danny Burch going right after Steve Cutler. Cutler, inadvertently, referee gets knocked down by Steve Cutler. Wait a minute, what is Oni Lorcan from the top? Axe handle smash right across the top of the head of Montez Ford. Danny Burch, what's he got in mind here? No, Wesley Blake able to catch him. Wesley up to the top. Big elbow right to the forehead of Danny Burch. Street Profits trying to double team a little bit on Oni Lorcan. Meanwhile, nice net breaker there by Cutler. Sends Burch to the outside. From behind, Cutler taking out Oni Lorcan. Meanwhile, Montez Ford busted open earlier on. Oh, massive DDT-like maneuver there from Montez Ford. Street Profit. Oh, spine buster. That'll rattle your spine. Angelo Dawkins breaks up the pin attempt by Steve Cutler. Montez Ford, meanwhile, the high flyer of the Street Profits headed up. Looking for the... went for a missile dropkick. Almost took out Angelo Dawkins by mistake. Kind of a crash and burn. Maybe some blood got in the face, in the eyes of Montez Ford. I don't know. Definitely some miscommunication here for the Street Profits. Nice overhead suplex there by Oni Lorcan. And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we have brand new NXT Tag Team Champions. Burch and Lorcan. Look at this. Danny Burch locking in that crossface. That was earlier on in the match. Look at this. Big sit-out spine buster by Dawkins. This is that mistake. Montez Ford almost taking out his tag team partner, and then Oney Lorcan, nice overhead toss.
Here are your winners, Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan.
Congratulations, Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan winning their first NXT Tag Team titles here at TakeOver Chicago. Already tonight we have seen 3 title changes, and what I mean by that is, if you guys go back to part 1, we have a new NXT UK champion in Jordan Devlin, we have a new NXT North American champion in Kushida, and now brand new NXT Tag Champions Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. Will that title picture and that scenario continue here in our next matchup? It is the NXT Women's Championship on the line. Champion Shayna Baszler defending against Candice LeRae, Bianca Belair, and the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai, in a fatal 4-way steel cage matchup. That happens only here next at TakeOver Chicago. Thank you, fans, for joining us, and stay tuned. More action still to come right after this. As we gaze upon the sold-out crowd here for NXT TakeOver Chicago, here comes the EST of NXT. Long hair and all, ladies and gentlemen, the cocky and brash Bianca Belair, who on many occasions has come so close to becoming NXT Women's Champion that she could almost taste it, that she could almost feel it in her hands. She has been that close. Ladies and gentlemen, Bianca Belair once again has a huge opportunity to win her first NXT Women's title here tonight in Chicago. She lives by the moniker that she is undefeated. Well, tonight, will she be undefeated? And will she be the undefeated NXT Women's Champion? Bianca Belair, obviously not scared of being locked inside this cage. Alright, here's another woman who wants to prove herself here in NXT. The wife of Johnny Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, Candice LeRae. Now recently, Candice LeRae has had some issues, not only with Bianca Belair and the champion Shayna Baszler, but also the third opponent in this match and her former best friend Io Shirai. Io Shirai just here recently has just, I don't know, turned a new leaf or just a bad chip on her shoulder when it comes to Candice LeRae and anybody that she surrounds herself with. We saw a couple weeks ago on NXT Live, Io Shirai just beat the living daylights and leave Candice LeRae lifeless in the ring. And because of that, Candice LeRae was added to this triple threat, now fatal 4-way matchup here. And to keep all these combustible elements contained, our NXT General Manager, William Regal, decided to put all 4 women in a title match inside a steel cage here at NXT TakeOver Chicago. And here comes the rightful #1 contender, the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai. Tonight, Io Shirai claims that she will finally vanquish Shayna Baszler and get her hands on not only Bianca Belair, but what she refers to as, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yes, what she refers to as the one thing that has been in her way since arriving in NXT. And that is that little bug, that little gnat known as Candice LeRae. Io Shirai will do whatever it takes, she says. And tonight, she vows it is her night. But all three women need to stay focused because here comes the most dominant two-time NXT Women's Champion ever. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler.
And introducing the champion from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. She is the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler, look at those eyes of Shayna here tonight. She is focused. No stranger to being locked in a cage. A former UFC mixed martial arts competitor knows what it's like to be surrounded by a cage. Will probably feel right at home here tonight at TakeOver Chicago. Queen of Spades looks overly confident coming into this one. Will that come back to bite her here tonight? And that's what it's all about, guys. The NXT Women's Championship on the line here in this Fatal 4-Way Steel Cage matchup. Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae, Io Shirai, and Shayna Baszler. There's the bell. This match underway. The only way to win is by pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage. You have to wonder who has the advantage here. I would say Shayna Baszler, obviously, with that mixed martial arts background, as she goes toe-to-toe with Candice LeRae. Meanwhile, look at the power and strength here of Bianca Belair, lifting Io Shirai up. And now, look at this, the power into a stalling suplex. Nice strength being shown by Bianca Belair, taking out Io Shirai. Now big forearms there by Bianca. Io Shirai tied up in the tree of woe position here in the ring. Oh, look at his boot right to the throat of Io. Meanwhile, Candice LeRae dropping elbows on the champion Baszler. Look at this Candice LeRae. One-handed monkey flip to Baszler. Io Shirai, Candice LeRae on a roll. Nice arm drag there by Bianca Belair. Shot to the back there of Io. And now Bianca Belair quickly trying to climb the rungs of the ladder here. Wants to escape and get out of here early. Not a smart strategy if you're the EST. Champion has her attention turned to Candice LeRae. But look at this. Io Shirai has her eyes set on Bianca. Bianca's got one leg over already. Io up to the top rope, trying to get Bianca Belair back into the ring here. The EST, Bianca Belair teetering on the top of the steel structure here. Io Shirai doing everything she can to get Bianca Belair back into this matchup. Meanwhile, the champion Baszler, attacking Candice LeRae, and now the champ heading up. All three women teetering on the top rope here. NXT Women's title on the line. Face first off the cage. There goes Io. Now Bianca Belair tied up with the champ Baszler. Nice block. Face first goes Bianca into the cage. Look at the top part of your screen though. Candice LeRae looking to escape. Down goes Belair, Baszler, and Shirai. Baszler has no idea that Candice LeRae is up to the top. Nice German release suplex there to Io. Candice LeRae has one leg over. Candice LeRae could have it here. Here comes the champ Baszler. Baszler trading blows with Candice. LeRae almost had the match won, and we almost had a new women's champion here. And again, Shayna Baszler crash and burn. Look at this, Bianca Belair trying to get Candice LeRae back in. Candice! Oh my goodness, no. Candice LeRae! Candice LeRae! No! Candice LeRae with a crossbody splash! Right on the champion Baszler. And now Candice. Oh, wait a minute. Io Shirai got caught. Down goes Io. Candice LeRae on a roll. And now big right forearms here. Oh, Candice LeRae. Oh, man, the impact to that untimely maneuver might have cost Candice. She landed hard on the back of her neck. Definitely could have some damage done to Candice here. Meanwhile, Io Shirai and Bianca Belair trading blows. And Candice, though, how in the world is LeRae still going? What a matchup here at NXT Takeover Chicago between these four amazing female competitors. Now look at this, into the corner, Candice LeRae attacking the back of the knee of Bianca. Oh, Belair in trouble, Candice LeRae, electric chair backdrop. That'll send the EST crashing. Oh, nice spin kick there by Baszler, just wipes out Candice LeRae. Io Shirai getting fired up. Double clothesline. Oh, misses the drop kick. Bianca saw it coming. Shayna trying for a submission hold. Candice LeRae able to escape here. Up and over. Oh, nice maneuver by Shirai. Takes out Belair. Running bulldog from Candice on the champion Shayna. Io Shirai now looking for her opening and her opportunity. Scaling the cage. But look at this, her former friend Candice. Knee right to the side of the cage. Io Shirai in trouble here, teetering on the top rope. Down goes Shirai. And again, Candice headed to the top once again. Candice LeRae was so close earlier on in this matchup of becoming new NXT Women's Champion. This is pretty much who can get to the top and get down fast. And that's pretty much how this match goes. Who has the advantage? Down goes Io again. Shayna Baszler headed up top. Oh, but don't count out Bianca Belair. Going right after Baszler. Meanwhile, that leaves a big opening for Candice LeRae, who tries to head up. Io Shirai still down and out here in the center of the ring. Now trying to stir to her feet. Candice up to the top. Candice LeRae could have it here. She can just get that other leg up and over. Io and Candice fighting up to the top here. Meanwhile, look at Baszler looking for a superplex. Superplex goes Belair. Shayna sent her crashing hard. Io pulling Candice LeRae back into the cage. Now teetering on the top rope here. Io went for a shot, nobody home. Candice blocked. Nice shot there by Candice. Both women coming so close to knocking each other off that top rope. Not sure exactly what's going on here. Both women trying to get each other, but unfortunately that's not happening. Finally, Io says, I've had enough of this. Meanwhile, the champion heading up to the top on the opposite side. Face first goes Candice. Uh-oh, somebody better get Baszler. Baszler, 1 foot over. Shirai sees it. Io Shirai headed up. Oh, look at this. Shot to the kidneys. Here comes Bianca Belair as well. Now Bianca and Io up on the top turnbuckle, or excuse me, the top rope. Look at this from behind though. Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae goes right after Bianca, and Shayna Baszler's out. Shayna Baszler just needs to crawl down and jump down to the out. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Still, your undefeated NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler. What a match. We'll take a look back at the action here at NXT Takeover Chicago, Part 2. Shayna Baszler with a huge win in this Fatal 4-Way matchup. But take nothing away from the other three amazing athletes. Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae, and Io Shirai gave us one hell of a performance. But in the end, the champion is still the Queen of Spades. Congratulations, Shayna Baszler successfully defending her title here tonight at TakeOver Chicago. We're not done. We still have more women's action coming your way, because up next it is the NXT UK Women's Championship. It is a fatal 5-way tables match for the NXT UK Women's title. Champion Toni Storm defends against the White Witch Isla Dawn, the young Xia Brookside, Viper, also known as Piper Niven, and of course the first ever UK Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley. These 5 amazing female competitors collide next in a fatal 5-way tables match for the UK Women's Championship. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to say thank you for joining me here for part 2 of NXT Takeover Chicago, live here on Thriller 23 Productions. Again, I am your host and commentator, as always, and creator, Brandon Pickett. Thanking you all. Hopefully you had a great 4th of July week or weekend, whatever it might be. And again, I'm so sorry that it took so long to get part 2 out due to some issues with some friends and family, but we're working on it. We're getting it taken care of, and guys, we're going to continue to try to put out some more videos as much as we can until 2K20, and then we're really going to dive in to a lot of 2K20. So just stay with us, stay tuned, a lot more stuff, a lot more content coming your way. But for right now, let's continue on with NXT TakeOver Chicago, a part deuce. Alright, first up, it is the 19-year-old British competitor, ladies and gentlemen, Xia Brookside. Everybody gonna fly with Brookside here tonight. Xia looking to capture her first NXT Women's Championship for the UK brand. Definitely a fan favorite and possibly the biggest underdog in this fatal 5-way tables match here at TakeOver. A lot of heart does Xia have. She's going to have her hands full. Here comes the White Witch of NXT UK, Isla Dawn.
The challenger from Glasgow, Scotland,
The Scottish competitor all the way from Glasgow, Isla Dawn, ready to do some damage here in this tables elimination matchup. Well, that's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to mention, even though it's supposed to be elimination, for some reason the computer is messed up. So, unfortunately, it's just going to be a regular tables match. So the first superstar to place their opponent through a table will become NXT UK Women's Champion. Can the champion Toni Storm retain tonight? Or are we looking at 2 of the 4 competitors that could become new NXT UK Women's Champion? Isla Dawn, Xia Brookside ready to go. Let's see who's next. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Viper, also known as Piper Niven. Piper Niven, of course, having some issues here recently in NXT UK with another competitor in this match, Rhea Ripley. But Piper said she is going to lay that aside. She said she didn't care if she has to get her hands on Rhea Ripley tonight, but tonight her main focus is Toni Storm and that UK Women's title. So Piper Niven looking to do whatever it takes to place her opponent through a table and walk out with the title around her waist here at TakeOver. And speaking of champions, ladies and gentlemen, your NXT UK Women's Champion, Toni Storm. Toni Storm going to be looking to try to connect with Storm Zero here tonight. She says it's Toni time. Well, tonight, let's see what Toni Storm has in store for us here at TakeOver Chicago. Definitely a fan favorite here tonight at TakeOver is Toni Storm. All the way from Gold Coast, Australia. Toni Storm has traveled the world at such a young age, has been quite an amazing champion here for NXT UK. But will that all come crashing down here tonight for Toni Storm? As we await the arrival of the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion, also another native of Australia, ladies and gentlemen, the strong, athletic, and powerful Rhea Ripley.
The challenger from Sydney, Australia, Reed Young Ripley.
Look at the focus on the eyes and the face of Rhea Ripley. She is ready to go, looking to become the first ever two-time NXT UK Women's Champion here. Rhea Ripley, very focused here tonight. Says that she is looking to take out the competition early. And she goes, if that means she has to pick up Piper Niven and place her through a table, or wipe the floor with what she calls a little pipsqueak in Xia Brookside, she's going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Rhea Ripley is ready to go here. Look at the arm. Look at the size of Rhea Ripley here. Alright, we're just seconds away from this first ever Fatal 5-Way Tables match for the Women's United Kingdom Championship here at NXT TakeOver Chicago. There's Brookside, Storm. Here we go, guys. Toni Storm wisely heads to the outside, leaving Isla Dawn to fight Piper Niven. Ripley with Brookside. Ripley, oh! Big left hook right to the side of the jaw of Xia Brookside. Meanwhile, Toni Storm bringing in the wood early here. Face first goes Piper Niven, courtesy of Isla Dawn. Power bomb by Ripley. Rocks the spine of young Xia Brookside. Toni Storm now in trouble with the White Witch, Isla Dawn. Nice uppercut there by Storm. Xia Brookside rolls to the outside to collect herself there, courtesy of Rhea Ripley. And now Toni Storm tossed the outside. Rhea Ripley, what has she got in mind here? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Rhea Ripley taking it to young Xia Brookside. Isla Dawn setting the table up, center of the ring here. That's what this match is about. First woman to place her opponent through a table is the champion here. Xia Brookside wisely working on that left shoulder of Ripley here. Meanwhile, Isla Dawn has Toni Storm up. Isla Dawn tosses Toni Storm back first into the ring post here outside in front of us. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Brookside in trouble. Oh man, I thought Ripley was going to put her right through that table. Oh! Nice spin out spine buster there by Ripley. Now the knee. A little bit of insult to injury here by Ripley on the back of the neck of Xia Brookside. Isla Dawn. Ooh, nice leg sweep there, taking out Piper Niven. Big shot there by Ripley on Brookside. Ripley right now just having her way with Xia Brookside here. Piper Niven to the outside. That leaves Isla Dawn and Toni Storm trading blows here. Obviously no strangers to each other are Storm and Dawn. We've seen them compete before here on NXT UK. Look at this though. Brookside in control. Bounces Rhea Ripley's nose right off the table here. Look at this. Brookside. Hurricane Rana takedown. Down goes Ripley. On the outside, Toni Storm and Piper Niven double teaming Isla Dawn here. Oh, Isla Dawn crashes off the ring post face first. Look at the strength of Xia Brookside back into the ring, has Rhea Ripley up. Remember, you must place your opponent through the table to become the champion here at TakeOver Chicago. Oh, and now it's Storm eating the side of the ring post. Modified version of the electric chair drop there by Ripley sends Xia Brookside crashing. Storm now tossed back in by Dawn, followed by Piper Niven. And look at the strength of Ripley here. All the blood rushing to the head of young Xia Brookside here. And one-handed stalling suplex there by Rhea Ripley. Gut wrench suplex there by Dawn sends Toni Storm to the outside. And now Dawn, face first, goes Ripley off the table again. Piper Niven stirring back to her feet now. So is Toni Storm. Toni Storm slides back in, followed by Piper. All five women back into the ring again. Northern Lights suplex there by Storm on Xia. Irish whip. Oh, and Ripley almost through the table there, courtesy of Isla Dawn. Now, that could have spelled a new champion in Isla Dawn. But fortunately for Rhea Ripley, the table held, and Ripley did not go through. But Isla Dawn right now, obviously furious here. Bounces the table face first off of Piper Niven. And now just crushing Piper under the weight of that table. Still have our main event to come. Six-man elimination match for the NXT World title here. Adam Cole looking to defend against Kona Reeves, Keith Lee, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. And a suicide dive by Isla Dawn takes out Piper Niven. What a maneuver in this crowd, chanting, "This is awesome." Awesome is indeed the answer we were looking for here in this one. These women laying it all on the line here at TakeOver. This is what NXT UK is all about. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley, nice back body suplex there on Toni Storm. The champ in trouble here, but the champ takes out Ripley from behind, though. Xia Brookside going after Storm. And Toni tossed to the outside again by young Brookside. And now it's Piper Niven setting up the table, center of the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Isla Dawn trying to go after Piper, but instead Piper has Isla Dawn up. And look at the strength of Piper Niven. Look at this. Stalling, standing suplex. Down goes Isla Dawn. And now this is what we were waiting for. Rhea Ripley and Piper Niven. Two hard-hitting heavy hitters here in the NXT UK Women's Division going at it here. Riptide by Ripley on Niven. That usually spells the end, but not in a match like this. Backbreaker to Piper by Ripley. Storm going toe-to-toe with Xia Brookside here. Oh, flapjack. Throat first goes Toni Storm across the top rope. Xia Brookside up to the top here. Rhea Ripley firing up. Oh! Champion in trouble, eats the table, courtesy of Rhea Ripley. Xia Brookside, nice scoop slam here on Isla Dawn. Xia Brookside getting fired up. Oh, but she eats the massive clothesline to the back of the head and neck, courtesy of Ripley here. Kick to the gut, shot to the back, rips Brookside in trouble here. And now it's Piper Niven flying through the second rope, jumping suicide dive there by Piper Niven, wipes out Isla Dawn. Nice block there by Isla, though. Isla going toe-to-toe with Piper Niven here on the outside. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley bouncing that table off of not only the champion Storm, but also Xia Brookside here from behind. Nice belly-to-back suplex there by Isla Dawn on Piper Niven. Piper sends Isla Dawn back in, the White Witch in trouble. Toni Storm, running knee by Storm, wipes out Ripley. Now it's Storm with the table here. Toni Storm sets that table up into the corner of the ring here. Zaya Brookside, back body drop. Down goes young Zaya. Spine buster by Piper. Toni Storm looking to end it here. Rhea Ripley in trouble. Rhea Ripley through the table. Buckle bomb. Oh, and I guess it is going to stay an elimination match. Alright. Well, apparently the computer did do what I wanted it to do. Alright, so there's your first elimination. Rhea Ripley is gone. We are down to 4. Thank you, 2K, for fixing that. I don't know what happened. Anyway, guys, I'm just a commentator. I never know what's actually supposed to happen. But we were scheduled to have an elimination match. Apparently, that is what we're actually going to get. That's a surprise. So Rhea Ripley, the first woman to be eliminated here, courtesy of the champion. That leaves us with Zaya Brookside, Piper Niven, Storm, and Isla Dawn. Brookside in trouble. Look at the strength. Scoop slam there by Piper Niven. And thank you, Mom and Ace, I think that's what that said, for following me. Thank you. Look at this, Piper Niven. Irish whip goes young. Zaya Brookside off the table. Oh, Zaya just barely reversed that. Now it's face first goes Piper. Zaya Brookside. Ooh, chop to the chest of Piper Niven. Zaya Brookside doing everything she can here. Again, Piper eating the wood. Zaya again gonna line up the chest of Piper Niven. Meanwhile, ooh, back first goes Toni Storm, bouncing off the LED board here at ringside. Isla Dawn going right after the champion Storm. Remember, Rhea Ripley has already been eliminated here in this fatal 5-way tables elimination matchup. And now Niven. Oh, with the hair, just tosses Isla Dawn almost clear into the steel steps here at ringside. Isla Dawn has second thoughts, going right after Piper Niven here. Zaya Brookside going after the champ. Champion eats the table. Chop to the chest by Brookside on Toni Storm. And Piper now just bouncing Isla Dawn off our announce desk here at ringside. Running bulldog by Brookside. Dawn tossed in by Piper. What is Brookside thinking here? Zaya Brookside. Irish whipped. Oh, just in the nick of time. Toni Storm removing that table. And look at this. Nobody home for Brookside going after Piper. Isla Dawn off the table. Crash and burn. Both Isla Dawn and Zaya Brookside colliding there. Now off the table goes Piper Niven. Toni Storm could be looking for a second elimination. No, Piper reversed. Sends her face first. Now it's the champion in trouble. Clothesline by Isla Dawn takes out Piper. Zaya Brookside possibly looking for another table perhaps. Meanwhile, back in the ring, side Russian leg sweep by Piper Niven takes out Isla Dawn. Toni Storm now trying to get back into the action here. Zaya still looking for a table underneath the ring here. Isla Dawn gonna go right after young Brookside here. Oh, and Toni Storm just got set crashing. Courtesy of Piper Niven right through a table. We are guaranteed a new women's champion here. Toni Storm just got planted off that buckle bomb. We're down to Piper Niven, Isla Dawn, and Zaya Brookside. One of these women will become the third ever NXT UK Women's Champion here at TakeOver Chicago. Nice reversal there by Brookside on Niven. Ripley, Storm have been eliminated. We're down to the final 3 here. Brookside, Niven, and Dawn. Isla Dawn, the White Witch, turns her attention to young Zaya Brookside here. Oh, missed with the roundhouse kick. Went for a spear. Zaya Brookside caught her with a DDT. Sends Isla Dawn rolling to the outside. That leaves Zaya Brookside with the table. And Piper Niven in the ring. Piper back to her feet. Nice shot to the back there. Piper going for something. Zaya Brookside caught her though. Look at the strength here. Oh, no, no, no. This is not good. Piper Niven. Oh! Zaya Brookside did not go through the table, but that impact definitely did some damage to the back of young Brookside. Now look at this nice reversal. Bam Paler DDT. Just planted Piper Niven, and oh, she eats a boot. Brookside now down and out. Piper Niven and Isla Dawn going at it here. All for the NXT UK Women's title. Remember, champion Toni Storm and former champion Rhea Ripley have already been eliminated in this fatal 5-way tables match. Face first goes Xia Brookside off the table. Isla Dawn now setting up the table in the corner of the ring here. Could Isla Dawn be our next NXT UK Women's Champion here at TakeOver Chicago? Irish whip into the corner. Isla Dawn. The shot there, and man, just look at this, lighten up. Young Xia, and now Isla Dawn. Oh, no, looking for a drive-by kick perhaps. Isla Dawn, drive-by drop kick there to Xia Brookside. Look at this, look at how quickly Piper Niven back in. Piper Niven sends Isla Dawn. Oh, Xia Brookside went for a drop kick. Oh man, Isla Dawn just got saved there by Brookside. Not sure how wise that was for Xia to break that up. And Piper Niven obviously going to make Brookside pay. Look at this. Those massive kicks right to the side of Xia. Isla Dawn, oh, out of nowhere. Nice maneuver there by Isla Dawn. Isla Dawn, though, gets tossed over, hangs on to the top rope. Piper Niven going to bring her back in, back first, the hard way over the top rope. Again, Brookside down and out. Piper Niven, big shot there, nice chop to the chest of Isla Dawn. She pays for it though, nice reversal into a jawbreaker. As Piper Niven eats the wood. Isla Dawn, no, look at the strength of Isla Dawn. Oh, and there goes Piper Niven. Piper Niven has been eliminated. We're down to either Isla Dawn or Xia Brookside. One of these two women will become the third ever NXT UK Women's Champion. Isla Dawn is out off that Hurricane Rana. Brookside looking to take advantage, going after the table early here. All the momentum on the underdog, Xia Brookside here, the 19-year-old English competitor here. Oh, she hangs on, nobody home. Xia Brookside trading blows with Isla Dawn. Xia Brookside looking for that sunset flip powerbomb. There you see Piper Niven eliminated here. We're down to the final two. We started with 5. Toni Storm, Ripley, and Piper Niven have been eliminated. We are guaranteed a new UK Women's Champion here. Face first goes Dawn, but Dawn caught her. Xia Brookside, scoop slam right onto the legs of that table. Isla Dawn says she's had enough, sets the table up in the corner of the ring here. Now going right after Xia. Irish whip Xia face first off the table. This is not a good spot if you're Xia Brookside. Xia Brookside, oh, through the table, and ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Your brand new third ever UK Women's Champion, the White Witch, Isla Dawn. We'll take a look back at how Toni Storm, with a first elimination of Rhea Ripley here. We saw Brookside going toe-to-toe with Niven. But what a match, what a win, and ladies and gentlemen, again, a brand new UK Women's Champion in Isla Dawn. What a match, and ladies and gentlemen, we are not done. Main event time coming up next. Only on part 2 of NXT Takeover Chicago. The crowd on their feet for the White Witch, Isla Dawn here in Chicago. What a match. Alright, it is main event time, guys. NXT Championship on the line here. In our main event, it's a 6-man elimination match. Champion Adam Cole defends against Conan Reeves, Tommaso Ciampa, Dominik Dijakovic, Keith Lee, and former champion Johnny Gargano. One of these 6 men will be your NXT champion at the end of tonight's TakeOver Chicago main event. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. That match is next, only on Thriller 23YO Productions. Thanks for watching. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, Dominik Dijakovic. This man over 6 feet tall. Definitely knows how to pack a punch and make an impact here in NXT. So Dominik Dijakovic, in the eyes of our general manager, William Regal, obviously sees great things in this man. Who always tells his opponents and the fans here to feast your eyes on Dominik Dijakovic. Well, tonight, will we feast our eyes on potentially a brand new NXT champion here in Dominik Dijakovic? Dijakovic, not a man to be messed with. This man has had some great battles in the past with Keith Lee, but tonight, not only does he get a chance again at Keith Lee, but 5 other amazing athletes here as he looks to become NXT champion here in this main event elimination matchup for the title here at TakeOver Chicago. Again, thank you for joining me, guys. Hope you guys are having some fun. This is our main event here of part 2 for the NXT Takeover Chicago event. And here comes former NXT champion, Tommaso Ciampa.
Introducing the challenger from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 201 pounds, Thomas O. Champ R.
Alright, Tommaso Ciampa here in the main event of TakeOver Chicago, looking to become NXT champion once again. And if that happens, will Goldie be around the waist of what he dubs himself as the greatest entertainer of all time? Tommaso Ciampa ready to go, focused, eyes set on the prize for sure here. Of course, his former DIY partner and former rival, Johnny Gargano, also in this elimination matchup here in our main event. Obviously, some unfinished business could be rekindled here in this matchup. A lot of combustible elements in this match here at TakeOver Chicago in our main event. With those cold-hearted eyes of the Blackheart, Tommaso Ciampa. And speaking of Johnny Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, former NXT champion, Johnny Gargano. But earlier tonight, we saw his wife, Candice LeRae, come really close to becoming brand new NXT Women's Champion, but unfortunately, she could not get the job done. But I assure you, she is in the back cheering on her lovely husband, Johnny Wrestling. Can Johnny Gargano get the job done once again as one of the underdogs in this six-man elimination matchup here? Alright, it's time to shock the system because here comes your current NXT champion and leader of the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, baby!
And introducing the champion from Panama City, Florida, weighing in at 205 pounds, he is the NXT champion, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole shocking the world, defeating Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in a triple threat match at our last TakeOver event. And since then, the leader of the Undisputed Era has been running roughshod over all of NXT Live. Can tonight be the night that we continue the Undisputed Era for Adam Cole? Fans here in Chicago on their feet for the champion, Adam Cole.
And introducing
Here comes another amazing athlete. The strength and power and even the speed that this man possesses. Keith Lee says, bask in his glory. Will tonight be the night that we truly bask in the glory of Keith Lee here at NXT TakeOver Chicago? Are we looking at a brand new champion? Keith Lee has had his hands tied as of recent. Not only trying to help out his good buddy Matt Riddle, who we saw earlier on in part 1, but also his long-standing rivalry as of late with Dominik Dijakovic, who is also in this match. But like the back of his jacket says, bask in his glory, because tonight could be the glorious moment in the career of Keith Lee. A monumental achievement it would be for Keith Lee to become NXT champion here in Chicago. And here comes a man who claims to be the finest. Ladies and gentlemen, Honolulu, Hawaii's own Kona Reeves.
50 pounds, Cole Reeves.
Kona Reeves is, well, he's had a couple of amazing wins here as of late, knocking off Gargano and of course Tommaso Ciampa as of late, but that last match he had against Keith Lee, where Keith Lee just pretty much ran through Kona Reeves, that might have slowed down the momentum a little bit for Kona, but tonight, he's not worried about it. He is focused. He said he's the finest. He's in the best shape he thinks he's ever been. And tonight, he looks to add more gold in his wardrobe. So Kona Reeves ready to go here at NXT TakeOver. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event. NXT World Title on the line. Here we go. Kona Reeves squaring off with the champ Adam Cole. Keith Lee squaring off with Tommaso Ciampa, and Johnny Gargano going right after the big man Dijakovic. Oh! Over the top rope, big DDT by Gargano plants Dominik Dijakovic here. This is our main event of TakeOver Chicago, guys, so thanks for watching and thanks for joining me here live on YouTube this evening. Adam Cole going right after Kona Reeves here. And stay tuned if you like. Right after this, I will be doing another video and a roster reveal so you guys can see the updated roster and the accurate roster for all the brands here on WWE Superverse. Pretty much everything you see on TV, but I want to show you guys the created contents that I found, so that way you guys know what's going on here and I keep you guys up to speed and up to date. So make sure you guys continue and like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and of course share this content wherever you would like. And like I said, that video will take place right after NXT TakeOver Chicago goes off the air here. So stay tuned and we will be back live with the roster for the Superverse. Right now into the ring, Tommaso Ciampa and Kona Reeves going at it. Tommaso Ciampa, oh, nice neckbreaker to Kona Reeves. NXT's finest in trouble here with Tommaso. Look at the strength being shown there by Dominik Dijakovic. Planting Johnny Gargano head first. Adam Cole is down. Keith Lee back in, going right after Ciampa here, but Ciampa sizing up Keith Lee, and Kona Reeves trying to help out Ciampa. Now Ciampa doesn't want any part of that, goes right after Kona. Dominik Dijakovic looking to eliminate Gargano here. Ooh, knee right to the face of Kona there by Ciampa. Adam Cole still down. Keith Lee getting lit up by Tommaso. Dominik Dijakovic just busted open off that super kick. Gargano in serious trouble here. Remember, this is false count anywhere here. Oh, face first off the edge of the ramp. Johnny Gargano in trouble, but with Dominik Dijakovic. Keith Lee and Kona Reeves battling out, and the champ Adam Cole and Tommaso Ciampa going head to head. Falls count anywhere in this six-man matchup. This is our main event for the NXT title here at TakeOver Chicago. This is part 2. If you guys have not seen part 1, I encourage you to watch it as soon as you get done with this, please. You will not be disappointed. All in all, it's been a great pay-per-view here for NXT TakeOver Chicago. A lot of great title changes, a lot of great matches, a lot of great moments here. Dominik Dijakovic. Hey Shane, how's it going, man? Thanks for smashing that like button. What's up, my brother? Now look at the strength of Ciampa. Ooh! Oh, like a pop-up backstabber. I don't know. Tommaso Ciampa just about wiped the floor with NXT's finest, Kona Reeves. I am still surprised at the strength and power on display here by Dominik Dijakovic, going right after Johnny Gargano here in the rampway. These two are just going at it. Keith Lee trying to eliminate Kona Reeves here. Again, this is your main event, but then stay tuned. Right after this, I will end the video and then start a new video, and we will have the roster reveal, an updated roster reveal for the entire WWE Superverse series. So you guys are not going to want to miss that. You're going to see some amazing creations that I have found on Community Creations, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. You're not going to want to miss it. Grand Theft Auto 5, heck yeah, man. That's a good game. That's definitely a good game. Dominik trying to eliminate Johnny here. The referee taking his sweet time. I think we need more referees in this matchup. That's just my opinion. But Dominik going right after the bruised and bloody Johnny Gargano here. Keith Lee tossed to the outside by Kona. Meanwhile, Tommaso Ciampa has Adam Cole face first off this side of the ring. I've thought about trying to do an AEW, maybe on like a different profile. But I figure so many people are probably doing that I would, you know, wait till maybe 2K20 to try to do that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Definitely not a bad idea though, Shane. Definitely. Tommaso Ciampa, oh, big running knee right to the jaw. Adam Cole here. Referee has his hands full for sure in this main event. Kona Reeves trying to take control of Keith Lee, but Keith Lee teaching Kona Reeves, if you're going to fight me, you will bask in my glory. But, oh, Kona with a slap to the face of Keith. Big boot by Kona sends Keith Lee crashing. Now Tommaso Ciampa locks in that submission hold on the champion. Will Adam Cole tap out? If that happens, we are guaranteed a new champion here. Adam Cole just barely gets out of it there with those elbows. And now, wait a minute, on the outside, Kona Reeves trying to eliminate Keith Lee. And man, Dominic Dijakovic going right after Gargano. And it looks like Kona Reeves just ate the edge of the steel steps courtesy of Keith Lee. Looks like Keith Lee's been busted open as well. Adam Cole trying to eliminate Ciampa here. And now look at this. Dominic Dijakovic now has Johnny up on his shoulders. And Johnny, chop block to the back of the knee of Dijakovic. There it is, Adam Cole in for elimination. Ciampa in trouble. 2, 3, that's it. Tommaso Ciampa is eliminated by Adam Cole. We're down to 5. Gargano, Dijakovic, Keith Lee, and Kona Reeves, as well as your champion, Adam Cole. All right, Gargano looking to eliminate Dijakovic here. Dijakovic kicks out at 1 with authority. Super kick there by Adam Cole on Kona. Keith Lee and Kona Reeves. Or excuse me, Keith Lee and Adam Cole, I should say, going right after Kona Reeves. Gargano with a Gargano escape. Dijakovic, center of the ring. Are we looking at another elimination here? Johnny's got it locked in tight. And Johnny lets go. Dijakovic did not tap out. But how much was taken out of Dominic here? It goes right after Gargano. Nice arm breaker by Dominic. Super kick to the gut by Johnny. Big running forearm. Knocks down the bigger man. Meanwhile, up in the rampway, Kona Reeves, Keith Lee, and Adam Cole going at it. And there goes Dominic Dijakovic. Second elimination here, courtesy by Johnny. Adam Cole trying to eliminate Keith Lee. And Keith Lee's been eliminated. We're down to the final 3 that quick. It will be NXT's finest, Kona Reeves, Johnny Gargano, and your current champion, Adam Cole. This is our main event. Who has the advantage now? Johnny bloodied and battered, but still in it somehow. Wait a minute, from behind, Adam Cole tosses Johnny back in. Oh, nice kip up there by Johnny. Big running enziguri. Wipes out the champion. Adam Cole, though, back to his feet. Johnny has him by the head. Face first, eats the turnbuckle. Adam Cole makes him pay for it. Adam Cole kick to the gut. Adam Cole has him up. Oh, nice brain buster across the knee. Adam Cole going to look for the pinfall here and the elimination. 2. Johnny just barely kicks up, but gets caught with a boot by Kona Reeves. What a main event. Ooh, Johnny takes out Adam Cole. Nice maneuver. Kona Reeves rolls to the outside to catch his breath. Johnny wisely drags him to the center ring, looks for the cover, but too much time taken there by Johnny, allowing Adam Cole to kick out at 2. Basement dropkick right to the back of the shoulder blade by Johnny with a Gargano escape. Johnny has it locked in. Adam Cole fighting for everything he's got here. Champion could tap out here. Johnny has this locked in, and Johnny lets him out. Kona Reeves now back in, but he gets lit up by Gargano. The former champion wants his title back, but not if Kona Reeves has anything to say about it. Runs right through him like a Mack truck. Quickly hooks the leg. 2, and a kick up by Adam Cole. What an upset that would have been for Kona Reeves here. What a main event here at NXT Takeover Chicago. Thank you for joining me, Shane, and everybody else that's watched this evening. Thank you, guys. So I know there's been more than just Shane to stop by tonight, so thank you. And like I said, guys, sorry it took so long to get part 2 done. Just a lot going on, but I'm going to try to get some more videos done as soon as possible. Man, that big boot by Kona here. Could this be the end of the champion here? 1, 2, 3. That's it. Adam Cole's eliminated. And just like that, it comes down to either Gargano or Kona Reeves. One of these men will be the new NXT champion. Big DDT. Hooks the leg. Kona's out. Johnny can have it. 2. And Kona just kicks out. We could be looking at the first ever 2-time NXT champion in Johnny Gargano. Actually, I believe he would be the second person to do that. I think Samoa Joe is the first one. Either way, Kona Reeves taking it to Johnny. And Johnny, I don't know how in the world he's staying in this. Look at the hands of Kona, all bloodied with the blood of Gargano here. Kona Reeves looking for the Samoan drop. With authority, Kona Reeves looking for the win. 1, 2, 3, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The underdog has just become NXT champion. We're going to take a look back at some of this action. Look at this. Backbreaker there by Dominik Dijakovic on Johnny, and then bam, go to sleep. And then we take a look back. Look at this maneuver here by Tommaso Ciampa. See if we can get another angle of it here. Apparently not. Look at this. A Samoan drop by Kona Reeves. Spelled the end of Keith Lee. But ladies and gentlemen, that man right there is the brand new NXT World Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Kona Reeves. Talk about historic moment here at TakeOver Chicago. Ladies and gentlemen, what a show. Woo! Thanks for watching, but before we go, let's recap everything that has happened, not only in part 1, but in part 2, which we just finished. Let's take a look back at all the recaps. So tonight, in part 1, when you guys get a chance, we saw Jordan Devlin, the Irish Ace, become the new NXT UK champion. Wolfgang winning a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal to qualify and earn a shot against any title, whether it be NXT or NXT UK. Kushida outlasted Matt Riddle and the former champ Velveteen Dream in a Falls Count Anywhere triple threat match to become new North American champion. We have new tag team champions, courtesy of Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan, knocking off Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, Steve Cutler, and Wesley Blake. Shayna Baszler successfully defended her NXT Women's title against Io Shirai, Candice LeRae, and Bianca Belair in a fatal 4-way steel cage match. Isla Dawn, the White Witch, outlasted 4 other competitors in a fatal 5-way tables match against Xia Brookside, Piper Niven, former champ Toni Storm, and Rhea Ripley. And then you just saw in our main event an historic monumental moment as Kona Reeves just became the new NXT champion, taking out Dominik Dijakovic, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Keith Lee, and the former champ Adam Cole. All that and more just went down at NXT Takeover Chicago. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Of course, as always, I have been your host, Brandon Pickett, and thanking you for watching another Thriller 23 Radio Productions. And like I said, stay tuned for the roster reveal in our next video coming very shortly. But until then, remember to keep this in mind. Keep thrilling and killing. Be kind to yourself and each other. And until next time, it's time for me to moonwalk out the door. Peace. Have a good evening.